Hey everybody, Dan here from Sherp PT. This is part 2 of the disaster where I broke the fusible shaft in the Sherp. As a reminder, I had to leave that by itself on the lake for a week in about 20-degree weather.
Below.
And I came back up again. Some friends helped me out, and we ended up getting the Sherp off of the lake in some ways that I never in a million years thought would work. So we're making our first trip out to the Sherp. We're going to try to just get her out of the thing, and actually it looks like we may try to pull it with like 4 sleds. But we'll see. I like this lock setup pretty good. Nice. Smarter if I would put the lock down when I did it.
You probably could get the Ranger out here.
Yeah, but you're not going to pull that. You'll wreck
You don't think we can hook the winch up and get it out of here?
with what?
The Ranger? Winch on the Ranger.
Oh, maybe. Yep.
I'll go get it. This ice is hard. Yeah, how do you get the Ranger? I agree. Brady, I got those white gloves in there if you want to wear those instead right now. Dan, you want us to go get the generator?
You're going to have to try to start it.
Hey, you can go.
If your ribs hurt, you ain't going to be able to pull it.
Oh, yeah, I'll go back, get it in the Ranger.
Well, you got to try to start it there before you can leave.
Oh.
It's in the house.
Denny, you're gonna have to, I ain't gonna be able to do that.
All right.
What are we doing? Here, come look at this. So when this whole thing happened before, this was water that came up to almost up to my knee. And it was pushing a lot of stuff that was going through, but it wasn't anything crazy. And all of a sudden when I just tried to turn, it was just too much stress and coke. So Dale, I was going to try to just pull this dent out at the same time. 2 birds with 1 stone.
Yeah, but you're facing that way. That's a hell of a cable.
That's really cable.
Yeah, this is hard. I'm not kidding. I think you could get a truck.
I do too.
Yeah, last week this was slush. Well, I went through 2 layers. You saw that top layer.
What we attempted to do was to use a log chain to come along and then go to the device that Julie devised that's underneath the ice that's holding everything. But there just was not enough pulling power with that come along.
Hold on. Should we do the winch too?
Maybe.
I'd do them both. Let's just get it out of there. Here's what they're saying.
So not surprisingly, leaving a Sherp sit on the ice for a week when the temperature's getting down to 20 below zero tends to make a mess of things. Things get froze in place. We used the come along, we used the 4-wheeler, both with the winch, without the winch, using the gears. We could not get that thing to
It
budge.
did move a little bit.
The tires might have squished a little bit, but she truly did not move. We did lots of different things. Like if you notice there, we were chipping that ice away around it for probably darn near an hour.
Got the
Still
whole crew
couldn't get that
busy
sucker to
here
move.
on a Sherp rescue. Had a mechanical failure.
So it's been like 20 below zero for a while, for like 3 or 4 different days. It's warming up right now. It's probably up to, I don't know, what do you guys think? 0? Up to 2. So the Sherp has been sitting out here like this for over a week. The batteries are not, well, they're 3 years old. I did have to charge, but doesn't have a lot of juice. We hooked up the generator, we hooked up the charger, we got the Obasco heater going. When I tried to start it a second ago, it basically, the engine drew all the power away from the battery, so now we got to wait for everything to reset. We got this chain right here that's going here onto this come along, that goes to Julie's contraption that I think I talked to you about. If not, I'll show you that in a little while. And we got this little Ranger hooked up too. The tires are moving right now and they're coming there, but we're trying to get them pump up and then we think it'll get better. Yeah.
Beautiful lake here. Gunlock.
I'm gonna go drive back and get that done. So we got the Sherp finally running. Next step is to get the stupid valve right here unfrozen. So I got this heater going. It'll heat up in a second, and then we can pop open the tires, and hopefully we can get this sucker out. Well, we got her out. Julie's gadget came out perfectly. You kind of see the mess that we were stuck in. We had to actually jack the whole thing up on both sides and pop the tires out. Sorry I missed that, but we got her done. So what we're going to try to do right now, believe it or not, is just use I think it's a 900 Ranger, and we're going to try to pull her back. So we will see. We'll probably just go to the boat landing and then maybe get a truck. I don't know yet.
Probably. Keep it going?
I would. Dan, does this follow you?
It should kind of, I think. I'm not sure.
I still can't believe that he was able to pull me with that Ranger. Didn't have a lot of weight in the back. Yeah, he was spinning when he was pulling me, but he was able to successfully get me back all the way to the boat landing. Part of the reason we were probably successful is because we made a track, as you can kind of see, driving back and forth, bringing things to get the Sherp repaired and so forth. And that gave a little bit of grip to get that sucker going. Kind of speed it up here so it's not too boring. Special thanks to Denny there for pulling that sled, because there's a lot of weight in there. I got log chains in that, and it's a pain in the butt to have to hold on to that wire on the snowmobile. And again, it's still about 2 degrees out. It's pretty cool to have some friends like this that'll help you out when needed. Honestly, I wasn't even anticipating them to stay because, again, the weekend was for snowmobiling for them. We're pulling up the boat landing here. There's a truck on the left-hand side, so I had to pull one of the brakes on the Sherp, and when I did that, basically stopped the old Ranger in its tracks. And from there, we went and got Dale's truck.
Clear!
I don't think that truck spun a tire the entire way back.
Yeah, so we're getting cold. We're getting cold. Got the Sherp running just to keep it nice and warm in here. This is the part might be a little ishy for Dale. We gotta pull the handle here to turn.
Again, the Sherp pulled smooth as could be. We had to drive back probably, I don't know, probably 2 mile or 2 to get back to the cabin, so I'd be out of the way. A little bit better place to work on things when I had to go back and forth in the house and my hands cramped up and all the other issues that went along with that. After we got back to the cabin, after I got unhooked and that sort of thing, I was pretty much on my own. The boys left and they got a good day of snowmobiling in. I wish I would have been with them. But I'm also glad that I was able to figure out how to get this damn thing fixed myself. Sherp is officially off the ice. Pain in the butthole. But we got it. So it was froze. You can even see here on the tires. It's froze all the way to here into that water right here. So I got that thing popped out. We ended up having a jacket. I think I said that already. The boys are off snowmobiling. I'm going to hang back and we're going to try to get this thing going. But first thing, I want to have myself a little snack. So right here. Assuming there's supposed to be bolts through here, and there's none. And that is the other side, so there was only 2 bolts holding that universal shaft together. Pardon me, the universal joint. Well, those bolts being out of that universal joint is what I believe caused that fusible shaft to break, which is located right where that arrow is pointing. Next step is to get that bugger taken apart. That'll be the next video. Appreciate you watching and subscribing. Take care, everyone.